Hello classmates, today I'm going to be talking to you about my passion of cooking and eating together with friends. Food has been such a big part of my life. Growing up Italian, it was always a topic of conversation and it was always an event to eat together with family. For me, eating is more than just putting something in your body to fill you. It is the process of making it, the conversation while you enjoy it, and the memories it leaves you with afterwards. When I moved out of my parents' house and into an apartment by myself, food became less interesting because mealtimes were alone, and that demotivated me to cook anything special for myself. On top of that, the stress and time commitment to school made it seem like a waste to spend time cooking anything elaborate and interesting for one. A few of my friends from high school ended up moving into the same building as me by the end of the first semester, and we got in the habit of eating together. This re-sparked the desire in me to cook and experiment in the kitchen. Over 4 years later, dinner time is still a welcome break for us to pause and enjoy the time spent together over food prepared with love. That is really the heart of healthy eating for me. It is not just what you are eating, but the relationship you have with your food and how a mealtime can become an anticipated break rather than a chore. So today I'm going to teach you all how to cook a classic here in my apartment. It is health conscious, not time expensive, but also impressive enough to cook for friends. I'm going to be making a Parmigiano risotto, Mediterranean chicken thighs, and broccoli. Usually these aren't things that I would cook all together, but I have to show you how to make a risotto simply because I think people are intimidated by it, but it's actually super easy to make and was my go-to meal when I was left home alone as a kid. I am just doing a plain Parmigiano risotto, but you can really add any vegetable or mushroom to it to make it your own. Start off by dicing a medium-sized onion. While you're doing that, have a tablespoon of olive oil heating in a pan. Toss your onion in and let them sweat. You don't want to brown or fry your onions, just let them get translucent. Then get your rice. I prefer to use cannaroli rice for risotto. Now, counterintuitively, before you add any liquid, you want to add your rice to toast it because it helps it absorb the liquid faster. However, if you skip the step, it's not going to make or break your dish. The best part of risotto is the white wine flavor that comes through. So before you add any other liquid, give a good glass of white wine to the rice and let it absorb. I have organic, unsalted chicken broth as my liquid, which I will add at room temperature to the rice in small increments as it appears to be drying up until my rice gets tender. This process may take 20 to 30 minutes depending on how much rice you're cooking. It is at this time that I will also season my rice with some salt, onion powder, and black pepper. Bear in mind that if your chicken broth is salted, to not add more salt, especially since we will be adding cheese later. Once the rice is mostly cooked, you can test it just with a taste. If you're ready, then add butter and cheese. You don't want to add these too early because then your dairy products might burn in the pan. Next, chicken. I started off with skinless, boneless chicken thighs. I prefer the thighs because they stay moist longer, so it's perfect for meal prep because by day 3 you're not eating chicken that's dry as a bone. Lay out your chicken so that it has ample space on the pan. If you overcrowd, it won't get crispy. Pro tip. Add your wet marinades first so that your dry marinades have something to stick to. First, coat in olive oil and lemon juice. Then add salt, pepper, onion powder, and rosemary. Repeat for the other side and rub in. Put it in the oven at 350 to 375 for about 30 minutes. Around the halfway point, I will pull them out and flip them. And the final thing is the broccoli. I'm not doing anything elaborate with it, I'm actually just steaming it in a pot. I buy frozen broccoli, and I know what you're thinking, fresh is always better than frozen, but at this time of year, and into the winter, any fresh products that you get is not coming from local. So I'd rather buy local and freeze it, which has marginal effects on nutrient quality, than outsource my food. For that, you need just about an inch of water at the bottom of a large pot. Drop in the frozen broccoli, and then apply the lid and let it steam. You'll know the broccoli is done when it's tender. I strongly encourage for those of you who live on res or off campus alone to get together for meals. Eating together is a small event that can truly make a world of a difference in your mood and outlook on your day. I know it does mine. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bon appetit.